Hi, everyone. Robert! Dragon Lover, how's it going? Jerry, how's it going? Hello, hello, hello. It's Tuesday again. Jim, how's it going? Jim Tedesco, how's it going? I spent the day today at a funeral service for a friend of ours, a sister in Christ from our church, and she passed on. She's rejoicing now with the Lord. And they had a pretty cool service today for her. And I just got home and relaxed. So I prepared, but I didn't prepare. So this is gonna ought to be a good shot for tonight. Hiya, Sparky. How's it going tonight? Randall Ellison, how's it going? Dwayne, Fork and Spoon. I missed you Saturday, Dwayne. I went over to the train show. I didn't see anybody. My YouTube friends. I figured DJ'd be there. He wasn't there. So at least I didn't see him anyhow. Randall Ellison, how's it going tonight? Carolina Foothills Railroad, how you doing tonight? John from Schuylkill River Valley, how you doing tonight, buddy? Anthony Dodge, how you doing? The Model Train Outsider. Sorry, didn't mean to blind you there. But anyhow, got to eat some good food today. Women in church can, boy, they can cook. Southwest Pennsylvania Rail fan, how's it going tonight? All right, Sparky, we'll get this going. Did everyone get their Strasburg meet and greet shirts and mugs yet? Nope, I didn't get one yet. So. Caboose 121, how's it going tonight? There's a lot of not yets there, Sparky. Jerry says he's waiting on the new shirts. Yeah. The On Track Tuesday shirts, we got, let me see here. I'll put up the, I have it here at Teespring store. So for On Track Tuesday merchandise, now you can't get the Strasburg stuff there, but you can get On Track Tuesday mugs, t-shirts, which I do not have on today, as I wore it to the train show on Saturday and we haven't done laundry yet. Okay. Ian, Lehigh River Subdivision, how's it going tonight? So oh, okay. There you go. There's guys. There's the link right there on that Sparky comment. And you can go and get your Strasbourg stuff. So. And Sparky, you can put that up a couple times tonight if you'd like. Okay. We'll do that for you. And let me go back here and make that disappear. Don't forget, next week is Redbird Tony week. As far as I know, Tony is still on to do his show. I know his health still ain't well, but I know the last time that I got a email from him, he said he was home and he was stable. So, and I know he likes to talk to you guys, so I'll say tentatively he's on for next week. All right. Okay, I'm done playing with this stuff. And that's Real Fanner. How's it going tonight? Steve, 87 PASAP. Steve. Steve Childers, how's it going tonight? Let's see who else did I miss. Going down through. Hey, there's Benny, cousin Benny, BNSF 6951. How's it going tonight, Benny? Claude from Cowboy Valley and Timberline Junction. How's it going tonight? And coming on down through. Oh, Anthony from Georgia Sunbelt's in here. How you doing tonight, my friend? And Kyle Stevens. And man, the chat just went by like a shot. How you doing tonight, Kyle? I think I got everybody now. But anyhow, I'm going to talk a little bit about the train show. Just a little bit, because what I've got to say probably ain't what somebody wants me to say. That to me, honest to goodness, I went to, it was a Greenberg train show. Hey, there's Rick Bailey, Foltz Bailey Model Railroad. How you doing tonight? That had to be the worst train show I ever went to. I can't believe, I know prices went up, but man, prices shouldn't have went up on the used stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but what can I say? Hiya, Dwight Curley. How you doing tonight? But I didn't buy a thing. No, sir. I refuse. All honesty, I didn't see really anything that turned my fancy on. And if I did, it was ridiculously priced. I know I can get some of that stuff online cheaper, a lot cheaper. They must have just thought, hey, there was a whole bunch of fools that was coming. I don't know. But, and rolling stock, I really wasn't looking for rolling stock. But what I saw, some of the used stuff was just Waters kits. There was a couple vendors there that had Waters kits. at least the last time I looked, I know I could get quite a few of them that I was interested in, at least the ones that I was interested in, $10, $15 cheaper by buying them online with free shipping. So how do you compete with that? Train shows, usually when you go to a train show, you're looking for the bargains. At least I am. And that's the way that it has been in the past. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. Wigwag Workshop, how you doing tonight? $4 covered hoppers. Yeah, I I did not see any bargains like that, Steve, at that show that I was at. I just didn't. And maybe I just didn't look hard enough. You know. Hiya, Manny. How you doing? Manny Fernandez, how you doing tonight? CP 368 Productions, how you doing tonight? But yeah, I know prices are going up, but I don't know. I hope the show you're going to, Caboose 121, is better than the one I went to. Yeah, even the displays All right. I should be back. Yeah, that stunk. Is it coming on? That stunk. Ah, there I am. Yeah, that's right. Just out of the clear blue, my system comes up and says, there's a problem with your operating system. We need to restart now. And just went. I never had that happen before. That was crazy. At least StreamYards kept it going even though I wasn't there. Wow. Yeah. New Ferris Railroad, how you doing tonight? Man, I can't believe it did that. I just messed up my whole train of thought. No pun meant to be. Wow. Oh. Hey, there's Brian from Iron Horse. How you doing tonight? Oh, for goodness sakes, what's this thing now coming up? I got another window coming up. Don't be surprised. Let me get rid of it. There, it's gone. Oh boy. Hey Hardy, how's it going tonight? Aussie America Model Railroading, Hardy Zero. How you doing? And there's Dave from Crooked River and Eastern. How's it going? And anybody else that I might have missed while I was on my carbuncle there. Oh, goodness. Oh, I'd leave my hat off, but I think the glare would blind you guys. That's right. Did you guys have enough time to go buy some on-track Tuesday gear while I was gone? I promise it ain't going to be a blank t-shirt. Hi, David's Hobbies and Things. Good evening. Anyhow, I was talking about the trade show, and it just, to me, was kind of lame. The highlights was the few displays that was there. There wasn't that many, and the ones that were there were all right. Yeah, them guys come out and they're having a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about. But I got to look at a lot of stuff, but it just nothing excited me. Nothing at all. The prices, like I said, were high, and so that's good. I'm glad you saved 15% on your car insurance. So anyhow, enough about the train show. So I have nothing to show from that, and other than I went. There's Roy Container Man. How you doing, buddy? Roy! So anyhow, let's talk a little bit about Strasburg. Right now, I'm planning on going. That's the plan. Going from there. That's the best I can tell you. But Sparky has a sign-up video. He'd like you to just at least let him know if you're going. So you can get an idea how many people are going. And if there's any special event that while you're there, if you go to their website, they show you some special things that groups can do and things like that. If you see a special event or something there, give Sparky an idea that you might be interested in something like that. He also said he had a Model Railroad Club that was said they'd open up for us, and you could go and see the club Model Railroad. I'm telling you, we did that at Steamtown. We went to a club. Fantastic. And the clubs usually don't charge us for coming in to look, but they do ask for donations. It's nice to give a donation. Because, boy, they pull their trains out. They put on a good show for us. I know the one we went to last year put on a very good show for us. So that's something to consider. Just some of the things that we got planned, things that you can count on when you go to one of these meet and greets. We just have a blast. It really is. It's and if you don't want to go to none of that stuff, that's fine too. You can come, just talk to everybody, go see the sites that are available there at Strasburg, and do your thing if that's what you want to do. But I'm just saying, the extras that we did at Strasburg or at Steamtown they were a once in a lifetime thing. Okay, that's the best way to put it. If you miss it, you miss it, and I mean that it'll never come again. We went, we got together in a dining car at Steamtown. It was kind of tight. That's the only really complaint I have about the dining experience. But other than that, the food was great. The company was fantastic. I mean, we just had a blast. We sat and giggled, laughed, and just had a good old time on that dining car. And the people that that offered that was they were fantastic hosts, very nice people. Did their best to make us comfortable, even though we were in there tight, but they needed to do that to get us so that they can make money that's the whole idea. They do it is to make some money so that they can restore other things. So, but it's all for charity, and it was fun. It was fun. Best way to put it. It was so good to watch Sparky go around putting his hat out to get more donations for him, and he had to fight his way through the crowd. And it was fun. Poor Tom Kraviciak and his wife sat right behind me and my son. I feel bad for him. I sat down. I about crushed his wife. I felt really bad. So. Well, there's Heath from Humanity Junction. No, Heath, you don't have to talk to nobody. There's usually always somebody looking for a grease rag. We can grab a hold of you and just use it for rags or something. Hey, there's Kevin from SF Raton NZ. How you doing? Good to see you tonight. Good to see you in here. All the way from New Zealand. So, talked about Strasburg and why you should go. If you miss it, it's like I said, it's a once in a lifetime thing that you'll probably miss. It is a lot of fun, no doubt about it. Okay. I understand some of you live far enough away that where it's just not feasible, but boy, if you can make it, that it is worth the trip. So, not to mention you get to see probably some really terrific train stuff, and the area out there that's out around Lancaster. That's beautiful country out there. So. I think you'll really, really like it. Okay. Now, tonight's subject that I want to talk about is, first off, is as long as my computer doesn't decide to restart again. I want to ask a couple questions and see if you guys will help me out here a little bit. I'm going to ask a question and I want you to answer it yes or no. And I'm going to try to count the yeses and the nos. And then I'm going to ask you another question. And I have a method to my madness here. But tonight I want to talk a little bit about weathering. Okay. And I want to know, do you weather your structures that you put on your layout? Yes or no? I've noticed just from watching people's videos, some people weather their cars and some people don't. Or I mean their structures and some people don't. So I see yes, 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 lots of yes. Oh, I have one guy saying not yet. One guy says no. Yes and no. Depends on the structure. No. Chesco, but I guess you need to have structures. Yes, yes, yes. Well, it looks like most people say the yes. They weather their structures. Okay. When they get to it. Okay. I understand if you haven't got to it yet. But that kind of answered my question on that. And if you don't weather it, I was just curious why not. Okay. I mean, as far as yes for doing it, I mean, I think it gives you a little bit of a realistic touch to your layout, and it looks nice. But I did notice, some people will build a kit and they just put it on the layout. They don't weather it, nothing. Which I think, I don't know. I guess it's teaches his fancy. Some of the structures are pretty nice looking with, and you spend all the money for it, but that little bit of touching up with weathering and stuff just makes it pop, makes it look more real, makes you feel like when you're playing around doing some operations and stuff, it just feels more real. At least I think so anyhow. Okay, so that answered my question on the structures. Now let's go to your rolling stock. Do you weather your rolling stock on your layout? All right, Robert, I know what you got, why you have to go. Have fun. Good luck. I hope you do well tonight. So have a good evening, Robert. Yes. Chris says yes. Dave says eventually, yes. Yes, some of it. Yes. Joe Rader says, sorry he's late, but you're okay, Joe. Do you weather your rolling stock, Joe? Yes or no? A piece of locos and rolling stock, I can do anything. I prefer not to weather. Sparky says he'd rather not weather. Okay. Here's another one. No, it costs too much. Time. Sparky says in time he probably will do weathering. Okay. And this one here, now we're getting a little bit more of the nose, but most of it, still most everybody says yes. Now on this one, I have done a piece or two, but that's about it. I haven't done them all. And I'll eventually do the most of them, but there are some pieces that I probably will never weather because they were given to me as gifts and they were special, and I don't want to ruin it for that reason. And I don't mean it to say that I'm going to ruin it but the couple pieces that I have weathered, I'm I'm okay with it, but I have one piece that I was fine with, but the other piece, I think I went a little overboard, but I'm learning. So I started with stuff that I didn't care for. I can say I didn't care for, but I just wasn't as much. Oh, looky there. There's Tom. ATSF Ventura Spur Enskeller. How you doing tonight, Tom? One of the original On Track Tuesday guys. Pappy's in here somewhere. I didn't see him come up, but I'll say hi, Pappy. Since everybody's saying hi. There he is. Hello, Pappy. All righty. So the thing with the rolling stock is, I don't know, because when I come up with the next question I'm going to come off with, I think we're going to see a little bit of a change. Now, how about your locomotives? Do you weather your locomotives? Do you weather your engines? Here's a question. Do you weather your locomotives? See the answers start come rolling through here. And some say not yet. Uh-oh. 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 That ain't good. It would go clear back there, too. I heard it stop. Something happened. It derailed. So I'll have to wait because it's back by it's partly in the tunnel. That will be a little bit more, no. But the locos, let's see here. No, yes, no. I thought I'd see a few more no's. Just like Sparky said, at $400 a pop, no weathering powders are even close. And I in a lot of ways, I agree with you. But as I get better with my weathering, I probably will weather some of them. Not all of them. There's Dan's model railroad journey. Is that a power cam or a pro cab? Oh, you're talking about that's a power cab. I got a power cab. It's the inexpensive system. I don't, for all the bigger my layout is, I don't need the pro cab. At least I don't think so anyhow. What other we have? A used loco for sure. Well, I don't know. I got some DC stuff that I probably will never put DCC in. I might start off by weathering something like that and see what happens. My weathering skills will have to get a lot better before and my 911 loco, it ain't never going to see, not while I got breath, is it going to see any kind of weathering. Never. Never. So. Hey, Mystic, how's it going tonight? Mystic Railroad's in here. Get my hanky here. Excuse me a second. He had some pretty nice weather today, and it got my sinuses a going. Steve says he'll practice weathering on other people's locos. There you go. I have some older DC stuff that, you know, I could play around with. That way, if you mess something up, you know, you kind of figure out what you did wrong. No, it was not weathered. No, no, sir, it's not weathered. No, it is not weathered. That's probably another one that's never going to see weathering either. Sparky here, which you guys would know what I'm so talking about here. When we was at Steamtown, I had sent a Creative Rails was there, Benny. If you guys remember Benny, and he sent I sent him a steamer that didn't run. I bought it from eBay. Make a long story short, I'm trying to make it short. But I bought it from eBay and I got took. It's the right way to put it. I got took. Anyhow, Benny said, send it to me and I'll fix it. What do I have to lose? Some postage to send it to Benny. So I sent it to him and he fixed it. Boy, did he fix it. He put sound. He put it was DC, and he made it DCC with sound. He put a sound decoder in it. He had to put a new motor in it. It had a cracked chassis, which he fixed. Some other part. He said it looked like somebody dropped it. Is what happened. You couldn't tell cosmetically to look at it, but he said somebody dropped it. Is what he figured. Well, anyhow, he took it and fixed it, and he gave it to me at Steamtown. And nah, that's never going to see weathering. Nope, 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 nope. There's just some of them just think would ever see weathering. I only bring that out for special occasions. One, it doesn't pull very good. Okay. And my turnouts don't like it. Okay. But I'd like to pull it out every once in a while because the sound on it is phenomenal. He did a great job with that. So, all right. Let's go on back through, see if some of the other account. All right. Dan's Model Railroading says, is he crazy? He wants to try building an engine someday. I've seen quite a few guys are doing that, and hey, they're not crazy. That's part of the hobby. Yeah, if you want to do something like that, that's great. Ray Central 127, good to see you here. Glad you got here. We're talking about different things on your layout, like your structures, rolling stock, and locomotives. Do you weather it? And if you don't, why not? Your reasons why. And we're finding out that most guys are saying, yeah, they like to weather some of the things, but other things, nah. You know, so. Hey, there you go. Wants to know what you weather. Ray Central. Yeah, my computer rebooted. That's the thing of the night. I can't believe it did that. I didn't hit nothing. I think there was something in the Windows system that it just didn't care for, and it just decided it's going to reboot. Once it rebooted, it seems to be working okay. Yeah. we go. He likes his 4024. We'll get a very little weathering because it's very dirty, so it's time through its time weathered because it's freshly painted. Okay. Ray Central 127. You don't believe in weathering? Not at all. You don't think it's cool when things look dirty and stuff like the real ones? I'm trying to read some of the stuff here. It's not just weathering, but also the tiny details that add up to a unique structure. And that's very true. It depends on, I guess, what you really want out of your model railroading. I mean, if you want something that looks as nice and as realistic as it's running and stuff or looking at on your layout, I guess you'll do what you have to do. Anthony Dodge says his trains cost a lot and come a long way, and I'm not going to dirty them up. It's an imaginary world, and in that world, my trains are clean. Okay. Well, there you got it. That's a good point. Okay. Whoop, wrong one. Where to go? Here we go. Whoop. Still haven't got the right one. That stupid thing moved right there. If you want to resell anything, people may not be happy with your weathering job. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't plan on reselling anything. Matter of fact, since I got into the hobby, I don't think I've sold anything. I give a few things away, but I like my stuff. So I don't know. I guess if you're planning on selling something, I don't weather it, I guess. Then there's some people that might like it that way. Well, that's a good question. Sparky says, well, what about graffiti? Well, I think that depends on your era that you're modeling. If you're modeling something pretty old, 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, or even beyond before that, you didn't get the graffiti like you're getting today. Okay. If you're doing modern era, yeah, you want to, I would say, yeah, you want to graffiti it, so I'd say that goes along with the weathering myself. There you go. Scott Johnson says he just graffitied a closed tunnel bore. I've seen walls that have been graffiti is a must for I agree with Dave. He says graffiti's a must if you have a modern fleet. Because you can't look at a railroad now and not see if there's a car out there that don't have graffiti on it, then it's one of two things. It's just brand new and they haven't got a chance to get to it yet, or two, it's hauling some garbage or something that stinks so bad that nobody wants to go over there long enough to put graffiti on it. That's the only thing I can figure. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Dave. If you're doing a modern thing, you'd almost have to graffiti, That's right. It's all I live by a railroad. You just don't see cars coming through that don't have graffiti. If you do, you notice it. You really notice it quickly because it's the only one in there that don't have graffiti on it. And some of the graffiti's pretty neat artwork. You wonder where they got how they got to do all the detail and stuff that they did in the graffiti and not get caught. Hi, Ron Brights. How you doing tonight? Good to see you in here. Good to have you in. Yeah, that's all part of weathering. The truth is, I definitely like to weather my buildings. If I'm doing it, I don't care if it's a kit, a scratch build, whatever. If I haven't got to it yet, it will get weathered if it's going to be on my layout. Okay, because that's me. All right. Rolling stock, a lot of that's going to get weathered. A lot of it. It's just a matter of getting the time to do it. All right. Now, locomotives, maybe one or two of them, 3 or 4. But there's a few that just ain't going to see it. John Hunsberger, how you doing tonight? And welcome to On Track Tuesday. Some of us stencils to apply their art fast. Oh, okay. Some of them use stencils so that they can apply the art fast. I'm telling you, like I said, I live by a railroad, all right, which they park cars right below my house, right above my house. I've seen all kind of graffiti. I've seen some of them, man. I don't think it was stencils that did that. Somebody's a good artist. You see some really fantastic stuff. And you're like, man, they use stencils to do that. I'll tell you what, I'd like to know where they practiced it. Yes. Anthony Dodge says is best. I admire the talents of those who do weathering. I just choose not to do it. Number 1 rule. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I think a railroad looks great with a good weather when everything's weathered good. I really admire when somebody takes a picture and weathers their rolling stock exactly like the picture. It just amazes me. Ralph Renzetti, I've seen some stuff he's done. It's just wow. The stuff I do don't look nothing like that. But it looks good enough, for what I intend to use it for. John Train, BFGR, how you doing tonight? And he says, I like my stuff shiny and new, but I bought a weathered engine last week, and I think it's growing on me. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I know what you mean, buddy. I know exactly what you mean. And not only in Sydney, buddy. Not only in Sydney. That's right, Roy. Wait, where'd it go? Stuff moves quicker than I can. Good weathering takes time and in layers. I agree. I agree. For the real nice stuff, I think that's a lot of my problem is I get impatient, you know. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. I just know what I want. Uh, yeah, $5 cars from the swap meet. Andy Mano, how you doing tonight? Let me get time to get to be. Oh wow, it's 7:51 already. Well, I spent 10 minutes waiting for my computer to reboot. Yeah. Yeah, Cal, I remember your video on how you painted your axles too. I watched those weathering video. I watch a little everything, but uh Dave BNSM scale says he can't do it in one sitting. Likely not doing it. Oh, if you can't do it in one sitting, you're not going to do it. I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're doing a light weathering, I can't see you not being able to do it in one sitting. I just can't see it. If you're doing something that's going to be heavily weathered, especially like an engine or something, it might take you a while. I wish Robert from Flying Crow went and left. He does things to his engines that is it really looks good. And he is one that's very particular because he wants it like he gets a picture out and he tries to do it just like the picture. So Mystic, I know exactly what you're talking about. Because if you'd see me, I usually have sooner or later you're in there and you got it on your fingers or something, and you go, well, you got it over here and you got it over here. You look like you got war paint on. All right, David's hobbies and things. It was good having you in here. Good night and have a good evening. God bless. Dave from Crooked River says, I definitely weather the trucks and the couplers on my rolling stock. I plan to eventually pull them all, weather and graffiti shop, LOL. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you got to dull coat them. Right here. Also, dull coat. If you do a layer and you like the spray, dull coat it and keep it. I agree with you 100%, Roy. What good is it if it wipes off? And if you don't like it, you can wipe it off. That's right. But if you do like it, you don't want it to wipe off. I'll tell you what, Boss Marky, I've seen people weather the track, you know, and you say people don't look, but you'd be surprised who does. But overall, I kind of agree with you on that. At least I personally don't care if I weather the track or not. I don't know if I've got the patience to do that. Tiny Town Trains, how you doing tonight? Uh, well, yeah, for us N scale guys, it's hard to see the little details on it. Anyway, we only know what is on unless we focus on the stack engine. N scale. Hey, I've seen some guys do some stuff with N scale though. You got to look and you go, wow, that's pretty fantastic. I don't know how, but they do. Let's see what time is it. It's 7:57. Let's wrap this up tonight and time for dinner. People are saying it's time for dinner and uh, other things. So let's wrap this up tonight. If you want to go ahead and post something about your channel, uh, your subscriber count, whatever you want to put on there. Any kind of upcoming events coming your way, contests that you're having, now's the time you can go ahead and post it into the chat. Okay. If you want to weather something, leave it outside, Martin Sears says. Oh. Good night, Dwayne. You have a good evening, buddy. All right. 1,442 subs, Humanity Junction says. All right. Well, yes, keep Tony in your thoughts and prayers. Tony's pretty sick. He needs a kidney. If you're type B and you would like to donate a kidney, please get a hold of Tony. Type B blood type. He needs a kidney. So that's a gift that just would be totally awesome for Tony. So thank you guys for saying it was a great show. I'm going to thank you all for stopping by tonight. Thank the Lord for making it available that I can be here. And I pray that the good Lord blesses each one of you and takes care of you, protects you, and keeps you. And that you find it, that you'll find the peace and joy that I get by making the Lord Jesus my Savior. So I hope that you all find that in your hearts too. So y'all have a good night, good evening, and rest and be safe. And we'll catch you a month from now on the next, or wherever else I might pop up. You never know. On Track Tuesday. Don't forget the On Track Tuesday merchandise. Don't forget the Strasbourg merchandise on Sparky's channel, or Sparky's Teespring store. Okay, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a good evening, good night, and